hope you guys really enjoyed the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered Edition because it is all going downhill from there. Welcome back to Words Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and we got this interesting little post from Tomb Raider tweet. British adventurer Lara Croft will transition from being a raider of tombs to a seeker of truth as Evil Hat Productions and Crystal Dynamics seek to redefine the Tomb Raider series in order to escape its colonial past. Talking about Tomb Raider Shadows of Truth, the upcoming tabletop game. Before we get into this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I bring you nerdy news every day, sometimes multiple times a day. And guys, if you're a Tomb Raider fan, especially a classic Tomb Raider fan from the 90s, you gotta let go of that white privilege. You gotta let go of your colonialist past, the fact that you have taken all this land from all these underprivileged individuals, from all these downtrodden natives that, conquered and raped and pillaged each other for said land before we came in and conquered it. Tomb Raider is nothing but a shallow reminder of how awful we white people used to be. Let's take a look at this article from TombRaiderChronicles.com to actually see what's going on. You'll get some full context here. British adventurer Lara Croft will transition from being a raider of tombs to a seeker of truth as Evil Hat Productions and Crystal Dynamics seek to redefine the Tomb Raider series in order to escape a history wounded by colonialism, according to an excerpt from the official Tomb Raider Shadow Truth RPG rulebook. Oh my god, when I read things like this, and when I see things like this, I think this is a bit. This is a sketch, this is a skit, this is something you would see on, as we've actually so recently seen on things like South Park, or things like Family Guy. But they mean this with complete and utter genuinity, is that the word? Genuineness. They're being genuine about it. Like, before we even go on with the article, let's take a look at this. Damn, you can't see it from this photo, but this fat bitch here with the side-shaped head, got the modernity fade going on, a little pink in her hair. If you didn't know, she's also missing a leg because they really want to get their disabled quota in there. They're using this awful rendition of Lara Croft. We got one dude. There's five characters total. One that's a male, and frankly, given how it's 2024 and this game is supposedly coming out in 2025, I'm not even 100% sure that he's going to be, let's just say, biologically male. It is very much, I doubt this is going to be a paragon of masculinity here. And if he's not a tranny, if this dude is not a tranny, how much you want to bet he's absolutely gay? We know for sure Legless here is gay. I'd be willing to bet that this character is as well. I don't know, man. These all look kind of part of the rainbow spectrum. I can't see a straight one here. Didn't they already make Lara bi or something recently? Like, this is, who wants to play this tabletop RPG? I'm gonna be real. Like, out of all you guys watching, is anyone interested in, let's say Tomb Raider was still awesome. Let's say Tomb Raider had not changed since it was in the 90s. Would you still be interested in a Tomb Raider tabletop RPG? Like, was there a massive market for that? Raiding, as depicted in the original Tomb Raider games and stories, involves going to ancient tombs and historical sites of different civilizations and acquiring artifacts. It operates on the assumption of finders keepers that grants raiders with the means and the drive to claim ownership of artifacts, regardless of whether they have any historical or cultural claim to the treasure. So they're doing literally what the British have been doing for years, and to the UK's credit, to Britain's credit, they've taken remarkable care of all these stolen artifacts. You go to the British Museum and you look at all these just wonderful pieces of history, and you think, well, goddamn, they treated these really, really nice after stealing them from all these, indigenous individuals. Later games released in the franchise have started the work of addressing this by having Lara Croft acknowledge her past mistakes and try to understand and show respect for the cultures and communities she comes into contact with. The way this is worded is like one of those forced YouTube apologies or what. Like you ever hear Logan Paul gets out there and like shows his willy to some girl that's in a relationship without her consent, and then he needs to make a video addressing. He's like, I just want to let you know that I acknowledge my past mistake, and I'm now going to try to understand and show respect for the women and the communities that I've come into contact with. Like, just replace cultures with women, and this is literally written like a YouTube apology. She has also worked to reform raider culture and raise awareness of her peers. I didn't know that was a raider culture. When I hear raider culture, I'm thinking like Tusken Raiders, or maybe the Raiders from Fallout. Like, I didn't realize that there was an entire culture surrounded it, which, to be fair, makes a whole lot of sense, because if these Raiders are going in and stealing artifacts, well, boom, conquest. The Raider culture is dominant over these weak-ass cultures that died off. Lara no longer decorates her mantle with mythical artifacts.
That belongs in a museum!
As a Raider, she prioritizes seeking out the truth. Much of this game is inspired by her humanity, struggle with heroism, and her tenacity. Well, then you don't understand Lara Croft. You fundamentally don't understand Lara Croft, because if you want to say this game is inspired by her humanity and struggle with heroism, she's not a hero. She's never been a hero. She's a damn adrenaline junkie. She's a rich girl adrenaline junkie who wants to go in, fight dinosaurs, play with her guns, steal some incredibly expensive relics because it makes her all warm and fuzzy in her downstairs region. That's what Lara Croft is. It's so amazing to me that, just like in my Star Wars video earlier, you want to talk about strong female characters, good role models. Dude, if you want a woman that can actually hang with the boys, OG Lara Croft was the definition of a female character that could hang with the boys. You're right about the tenacity. She absolutely has tenacity, but you want to know why she's got tenacity? Because she's a damn adrenaline junkie, and she will not stop until she gets her fix. Like, that's what we loved about her, and now you're trying to, just like the recent games have done, fundamentally alter her character to where it's not Lara Croft. At this point, it doesn't act like Lara Croft, doesn't even look like Lara Croft, minus, oh, look, she's still wearing a blue shirt. That's the extent of it. We believe that all three aspects are an important component in creating a game that celebrates history and culture while acknowledging the respect and work required to live in a world wounded by colonialism. I don't know, dude. I'm living in a world right now where I'm able to sit here, make a YouTube video, get your guys' thoughts, get your guys' opinions, read through the comments, connect with individuals all over the world, effectively at the speed of light, take in all these different opinions, these different ideas, these different thoughts, and frankly get paid while doing it. So if that's the world wounded by colonialism, that's a damn good world. These are some very, very minuscule wounds. Pop a Tylenol, you'll be fine. In this game, we seek to continue the work alongside Crystal Dynamics by creating a sandbox for you to tell the stories that address colonialist themes and play and create your own stories of respect and support for the people and cultures your seekers encounter. How much you want to bet that, first of all, I just want to say, this game is going to be crowdfunded. That's if you go to their website, this is the Lara Croft wiki. A group called Truth Seekers want to stop those who would steal and exploit artifacts for their own gain and reveal long-lost knowledge. Tomb Raider Shadows of the Truth. Shadows of the Truth is a narrative-focused tabletop role-playing game developed by Evil Hat Productions. How ironic that a company called Evil Hat Productions wants to stop the evils of colonialism from going on in your fictional fucking game. The game is planned to have a crowdfunding campaign in 2025 to bring it to life. You guys they're asking for this to be crowdfunded. Who is the market for this? Because I guarantee you, ain't no Melanie Mac throwing down dollars to bring this to light. I'm not throwing it down. As somebody who loves good crowdfunded tabletop RPGs, I have supported a few. Who is this for? Because certainly this is not for any actual Tomb Raider fan. Nobody wants to sit down and do a role-playing game where the whole idea is respecting and supporting people. Yeah, have you never played with a murder hobo or an entire team of murder hobos in your Dungeons and Dragons campaigns or whatever? Again, even if Tomb Raider was still at its highest, I have to ask the question, who was this even for? Because there's not a market for this. There's a market for things like Dungeons and Dragons, the Pathfinder, because those are very large, expansive worlds where you can create and craft your own character, your own story. Anytime I see a tabletop RPG that's specifically set in the realm of an already established IP that frankly doesn't have a whole lot of world building, no one wants to play it. Like, yeah, people play the Star Wars tabletop RPG. Star Wars is a massive, expansive galaxy. You're still building your own characters, your own heroes, your own villains, your own lore. There's so much limitation to the Tomb Raider mythos already because it's not near as expansive as something like Star Wars or D&D. But to add to it that you're effectively being forced to be the good guys and address colonialist themes, is that a requirement? Is that going to be in every single module, the addressing of colonialist themes? Then we got Razorfist, who says it best, and now you know why they tried to undermine the Tomb Raider remaster with that cringy disclaimer. Can't have a prominent reminder that Tomb Raider was once unrepentant fun. I couldn't have said it better myself, Razorfist. This is if it weren't so tragic would be hilarious. At this point, it's still kind of funny. I wouldn't say hilarious, but still has a modicum of comedy to it because I don't think this crowdfunding is going to succeed. I don't think they're going to get whatever dollar amount they're going to be asking for in 2025. Or if they do, it's not going to be from the blue and pink haired land whales that don't have any money because they can't hold down a job because of their internalized PTSD from the time that a man held the door open for them. No, it's going to be some large businesses out there, probably some consulting groups like Black Girl Gamers or whatnot, using their corporate cachet to throw large amounts of money at this just so that it gets funded, so that the people can understand how important and revolutionary and life-changing this game will be. That's how this game, if it comes to fruition, will come to fruition. Not through the support of individuals, because there is nobody asking for this. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I bring you nerdy news every day. And yeah, this is not something that I originally thought that I was going to comment on, but that article was just too damn good. I had to let you guys in on this little bit of levity. So hit that subscribe button. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon. And become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the ever-growing membership Discord of Vital Idols. Over 50 members strong at this point. Hang out in the Discord. Talk about whatever we want to talk about. You can submit the articles for me to cover on a day-to-day basis. Or react requests for my live streams. And use discount code VITALIDOL to get yourself some money off a shirt or a mug. I'd love to see you repping it. But remember, until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.